Oh my God, there's good news that you are going to hear, that you are going to become aware of at the beginning of this week, my gorgeous Virgolini. This good, brilliant news that you are going to become aware of at the beginning of this week is going to not only open your mind so much. This is going to bring so much clarity into your life by opening your mind, but it's also at the same time going to make you become aware of you wanting to learn something. You're going to become so willing to find out a bit more about something, to learn more and more and more. This in itself is creating such a powerful stage in your life because it's a lot to do with your soul purpose, with your life purpose. So this is something that you're literally not going to be able to stop thinking about whatsoever. This in itself, as I said, it's going to need from you to kind of learn a bit more about something, because this is an important stage of your life where you are most importantly going to be growing. And this in itself, this is going to help you grow in life towards the direction that you need to grow towards. And this in itself, it's also going to make you aware of an important teamwork, and it's also going to make you aware of an important collaboration. On another hand, you need to understand that by doing this, you're already making an important investment in yourself, an important investment in your life, and that in itself is going to be very, very important indeed. What you're going to become aware of, like this path ahead of you, and this path ahead of you, it's going to make you aware of the fact that it is to do a lot with the hard work, but also things coming to fruition through your own hard work. This in itself is going to make you aware of a very important decision that you are going to need to make, because at the same time you are going to find yourself on a little crossroads, and that in itself is going to be so important for you to understand how important this decision is going to be. You are going to understand and realize why you had a lack of inspiration for a while that made you feel insecure. And this in itself is going to kind of make you even more keen and eager to actually go for this. There is also another situation which is going to take place at around the beginning of this week. Someone, my gorgeous Virgolini, is really going to cross your path. You're going to become aware of someone who is really going to need your help. And that particular person who is going to need your help, it's someone who is quite prominent in your life. Whether this is a family member, whether this is a friend, and whether this is your partner, husband, wife, but someone who had a bad advice. Someone was given a bad advice. And because someone was given this bad advice, they kind of suffered like a big time. Okay? And at a time when they went for that advice, that particular person, of course they didn't know that this was a bad advice, but almost as if they've been lied to, kind of, almost like if someone has been lied to and then at the end made a really, really bad choice. And that in itself, for some reason, you're going to find this very, very challenging. And purely because emotionally you feel connected to this person so much. But then on another hand, something is going to make you feel really, really sad. When you become aware of what bad advice this was, and when you become aware of what this person did, you're going to feel really sorry for that person, for the advice that they made. And almost as if you're going to recognize that person is probably been lied to. And now this is going to make you feel really, really sad, because you're going to come across that particular person, and this in itself, it's kind of gonna throw you out of balance a little bit, and you need to really explain something to this person. You need to have an important conversation with that person. You need to say to this person everything you know about this particular matter, about this particular subject, something that you are it's to do with something that you are well aware of. It's to do with something that you were well aware of for a long time, but also it's to do with something that you're well aware of that lots of people are maybe not well aware of. And this is not going to surprise you, but it's only going to make you feel really sad and really negative, because it's somebody in your life who has done something like this, follow this really bad advice. But then at the same time, you just have to give it your all, because there is something that you need to explain to this person. There is something that you need to sit down with that person. You need to have an important conversation. And this in itself is going to get back to you in so many different ways, because somehow this is going to really help you out with your own loneliness in life. And there is a loneliness that you felt, my gorgeous Virgolini, for a while. And I know that this is completely random now. Suddenly you felt lonely for a while, and this is really kind of karmically gonna help you so much, because you help that. I know this is gonna sound crazy, but you help that person. You can help that person by motivating that person, by talking to that person, by explaining to that person to what you know. And the more you talk and the more you explain, the more you're gonna make that person feel better. But also at the same time, when it comes to your loneliness, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying to you that you're lonely, but you felt a little bit lonely within the last few months in particular. So as soon as you help that person, you will see, my gorgeous Virgolini, you will see that the karma is going to do something very sacred here. In exactly 1 week time, there is going to be an important phone call or a message you are going to have, which is literally going to change your life forever. Because that phone call and message that you are going to have, it's not only going to make you aware of something absolutely mind-blowing coming into your life, but it's also going to make you aware of an important changes which you are going to need to make, and you're going to love them. And these particular changes are only going to be the start of these changes, but they are going to literally change your life. Not only you're going to be able to do something that you wanted to do in an absolute ages, but also at the same time, what you're going to do, it's going to really directly work against your own loneliness. And that in itself means that you are going to do something so remarkable when it comes to so many different stages in your life, when it comes to your success, but when it comes to also you doing the right thing, which is going to help you to reconnect with the people in your life once again. Like very, very, very important stage of your life this is. It's like, oh my God. So by the time you get to the meat part of this week, my gorgeous Virgolini, is just basically, here you are really going to become aware of the fact that now it's time for action. And how you're going to become aware of now it's time for action, because you are going to become you're going to hear about this progress. You're going to become aware of this progress in your life, and this in itself, you're going to find this so exciting. And how you're going to become aware of the progress in your life, of course, that you are really going to get a news about something that you've been working on, and this is kind of going to surprise you, because something is going to unfold much quicker, much sooner. And this is not a time that you expected this actually to happen, but it's going to bring the best out of you in terms of you spontaneously responding to the situation to which normally you would kind of take ages to respond. So this is going to be a very special time of your life. So at around the midweek, it's all about the progress and a very, very exciting time in your life. This is really going to be connected to your personal freedom, and something is going to start paying off here for you like there is no tomorrow. The midweek is the time when you're going to become so energetic, because this in itself, it's to do with your personal truth. Now this is going to require from you to come up with some kind of routine and to come up with some kind of a structure, because at this moment in time things are going to start changing in terms of the the actual priorities. So you really need to grab this opportunity like as soon as you can and come up with some kind of a routine, some kind of a structure. And this is all about you being really, really logical. And the more logical you are, the more authority you are going to have. The more logical you are, the more powerful you are going to be. The more logical you are, the more strength you are going to bring into your life. And there is someone very, very interesting who is going to give you an excellent advice how to become independent, how to become successful. And also this is actually going to help you to separate illusion from reality as well. So someone is around the same time going to play an absolutely mind-blowing role when it comes to you having a really, really pretty much so an excellent advice, my gorgeous Virgolini, indeed. And also, when it comes to the midweek, I'm going to say this again, when it comes to this week in general, it's going to be a very strong connection in between the mind, body, and spirit. And please, please, please pay attention to it around the midweek, what your body is trying to tell you. Your body is going to try to make you aware of where there is a blockage, something that you need to work on. For example, if you're like having a lots of headache, maybe you need to drink more water, and maybe you need to kind of like really think pretty much so where this headache is coming from, so you can come up with a solution. If your stomach is hurting, for example, at around the midweek, you need to understand that your body is trying to tell you that you need to change your diet, or something that you're eating it's like really, really bad for you. And maybe if your leg is hurting, you just need to like kind of do certain exercises when it comes to that particular leg. You need to do something about it. And maybe you are going to feel tired, and when we feel tired, it's normally to do the opposite of like just kind of being lazy. I'm not saying you're being lazy, but if you feel tired, maybe sometimes you just need to go directly against it and do the certain exercises, and that is going to re-energize you like there is no tomorrow. But of course that if you feel tired, you will feel on a spiritual and emotional and on soul level, you will feel like you just need to read your own feelings and your own guidance and your own voice within. You know why you feel tired. If there is something else wrong with you that you feel tired, you are gonna be aware of. So this is where that kicks in, the power, the elevated power when it comes to the very strong connection with the mind, body, and spirit. It's giving you a mind-blowing opportunity to actually do something about it, to be able to kind of recognize this and just jump in, make the most of this rather sacred guidance which you are going to have. And I know lots of you may say like, oh God, here we go, what is he talking about? No, baby, no. No, baby, no. It is very important to take care of our soul, our spirit, by doing things that makes us feel passionate. But it's also as important to like really take care of our body as well, when we need to take care of our body, especially when we have some kind of sacred guidance like this, like as well. And also, my gorgeous Virgolini, when it comes to the midweek, you're gonna realize there is some kind of unfinished project. There is some kind of unfinished project you left behind. And this project is going back 2 years ago. Within the last 2 years, you've left a very important part of you behind. Now you need to go back and say, come back, darling, come back here, love, here. So there is an unrealized project that you are going to become aware of, yeah? And this unrealized project that you are going to become aware of, it's something that you are at the same time going to need to understand. This is going to pop back into your mind, and it's like going to be like, where did that come from? It's just going to come to you absolutely out of the blue. But you will know that this part of you this part of you is missing. This is something that you're going to need to commit to then and there. Very important, my gorgeous Virgolini, to remember this unfinished, project. It's something that you need to bring in. You needed to learn something over the last couple of years. You needed to go through certain things. You needed to learn other things in order to gather the right amount of confidence through your own knowledge, and then we can kind of reflect on certain things. You had to just learn other things in life in order to really kind of face this situation again. There was a reason for it, why this was left in the past, okay? By the time you get to the last part of this week, by the time you get to the last part of this week, my gorgeous Virgolini, it's all about this new financial, it's to do with a new financial beginning. It's really to do with a new financial beginning, and it's to do with a new financial opportunity as well. It's not only about a new financial beginning, which is going to, so it's to do with a new financial beginning, which is going to come through a new financial opportunity. Okay, and it's not only about that, it's about the restriction being lifted in your life. You felt trapped for like a while now, and you felt restricted for a while now, and you felt like kind of backed into a corner for a while now. You felt like your hands were tied, and you knew it's all about waiting game type of thing. So it's not only about like a new financial beginning, which is going to come to you through a new financial opportunity, but at the same time, this is going to help you to lift the actual restrictions in your life when it comes to you feeling trapped, backed into a corner, like for example restricted, when you felt like your hands were tied for way too long, and that made you like unable to cope, that made you a little bit unable to cope, of course, because you weren't able to express yourself in the way you wanted to express yourself for a while, and you were just like kind of dreaming about things that used to happen to you, that you used to do, that you used to enjoy yourself and things like that, and you were just thinking, oh, that time is gone, and that's not good, because it's not gone. We can enjoy ourselves until we are 100 years old if we are lucky enough to be alive until then. Do you know what I mean? No, baby, no. This happens because other things were going on in your life, and because you're Virgolini, you're very deep, you're very open-minded, you think about millions of things, and if you're very intelligent, of course, we are very intelligent, of course, but then at the same time, our own intelligence, our own spiritual intelligence can work against us, because we sometimes tend to think about too many things at the same time, and instead of like enjoying our lives, enjoying ourselves, when something is wrong in Virgolini's life, then this is either affecting us like consciously, like, oh God, I can't relax, I can't chill out, or it's affecting us subconsciously. So this is a big mama, because you are coming out of something very, very big here, very important here. And also at around the end of the week, someone who is very connected to you, very directly connected to you, like a family member, someone, it's gonna tell you something completely out of blue, like completely strange and weird, and this is gonna completely out of character. Someone good in your life, someone like a family member, someone, it's going to tell you something completely out of character, and this is going to be a sign that you need to go and visit that person, you need to go and reconnect with that person, or you immediately need to talk to that person, because you're going to realize that you're going to need to like see that person ASAP, literally. And also, what else I was going to say, my gorgeous Virgolini, is that at around the end of the week, precisely in between on the 11th and the 12th, in between the 11th and the 12th of March, you are literally going to have a reason for a huge celebration. You know why is this? You know why you're going to have a literally reason for celebration on the 11th and the 12th of March? Let me tell you, baby, let me tell you why you're going to have a reason for celebration, because you are going to have an opportunity for a big change. And at the same time, that opportunity that you are going to have for a big change, it's also going to make you feel very strong, very assertive. It's going to help you to be completely honest with yourself, but it's also going to open your eyes and bring so much clarity into your life, because it's going to make you aware of exactly what you want in your life. This is going to make you feel strong. You're going to feel strong. You're going to feel strong like you've never been before. Trust me. Okay, and at the same time, this is also going to lead towards, this is going to happen completely unexpectedly, but it's going to make you feel very powerful. It's going to make you feel instantly creative. It's going to put you almost immediately into this mode to have action, because you will want to manifest something here big time, and you will know that you have a skill. This is going to be a really magical time of your life, my gorgeous Virgolini, and you will realize your own willpower here. And this is all to do with you becoming very creative, because you will be able to manifest your desires. This is going to be a remarkable stage of your lives. So now, my gorgeous Virgolini, I'm just going to shuffle these oracle cards. What did just... Oh, the tarot card. What it just fell in my lap. Okay, so now, my nails are really tiny. It's like, I have to squeeze the oracle cards in order to kind of get them off the table. Okay, so these are oracle cards, my gorgeous Virgolini. So I'm going to shuffle these babies. I'm going to shuffle these oracle cards, and I'm going to see what is going to be your oracle card of this week, my gorgeous Virgolini. So your oracle card this week is going to be... I have no idea what this voice is all about, but yeah, anyway. I'm going to see what is going to be your oracle card of the week. So now, this baby just came out. Confidence. You're about to get your confidence back. Lots of you are going to tell me like, what are you talking about? I never lost my confidence. Yes, you have. You're about to have your confidence back. And that is going to become absolutely evident to you from the beginning of this week, because, you are really entering such a divine stage of your life and of your spiritual journey. On one hand, my gorgeous Virgolini, you're going to find this very, very magical. The energy and the vibration from the beginning of this week, it's going to be completely different. On one hand, you're going to find it like it's a bit Twilight Zone-ish. But then on another hand, you're just going to absolutely enjoy it. You're absolutely going to love it. It seems like that this week is going to feel very, very mysterious. There's so many mysterious things that you're going to come across. There's so many mysterious things that you're going to become aware of. And when the energy is like so mysterious, it becomes like really magical. And there are some signs that don't like this. Some horoscope signs are like, no baby, no. But some horoscope signs like Virgolini, Scorpio, Capricornius, some horoscope signs absolutely love it. This energy and vibration is absolutely needed for you in order to pretty much so respond, to spontaneous things in life in the best possible way. And that in itself is going to stop you from over-analyzing, which is ever so important. And ultimately, my gorgeous Virgolini, what this week is going to be in general, when it comes to oracle cards, the last tarot oracle card, what this week is actually going to be in general. What is the most important thing that it's actually going to happen to you by the end of this week? What is the most important thing that is going to happen to you by the end of this week? Let's see, my gorgeous Virgolini. Oh my God, you see this serenity. The peace, serenity, positive energy is about to re-enter your life again. My goodness. This is so, so, so important. There's such a positive energy. It's about to enter your life. And this positive energy is needed. This positive energy is needed because at the same time, you are really going to have such an interesting idea as well. So this serenity, this positive energy, it's about to re-enter your life. But also pay attention to the idea that you are going to become aware of precisely on the 11th of the actual March and on the 12th of March. This is going to be highlighted again. Pay attention to the idea that you are going to have on the 11th and on the 12th of March, because this particular idea that you are going to have right before that idea, something very, very unusual is going to happen. You are going to be visited by some kind of spirit on the 11th and on the 12th of March, or on the 11th or on the 12th of March. And you trust me, that spirit is going to make themselves known. And you're going to be, oh my God, what is that? And then very soon after that, just out of the blue, you are going to have this very, very unusual idea. My advice is, make this idea as a priority number one, okay? Okay, my gorgeous Virgolini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you, my gorgeous Virgolini. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.